it's Nikki of the Wealthy Woman Within. Welcome back to Tapping into the Oracle. I was gone for a week on vacation and I am back. And I am back this week with fabulous messages from Spirit. So I was so happy to just kind of be back with you and really just sit in your energy. And on Friday, when I tuned in to your energy and asked my angels and guides what you had been struggling with and what you'd been finding a challenge, my light working lady, they shared with me that what's really been challenging you is finding the power of your own voice. And I know for myself, I could really feel this. I could really resonate with this. Because, you know, honestly, a lot of people watch my videos and they think this must be easy for you. But I think we're all in it together. We're all in this community of really wanting to say something that is important to our hearts and express our thoughts. And we're all in it together. That doesn't come easy for anyone. So I really put myself in there with you. When I say in the last week, yeah, it was a struggle to find that power in your own voice. And looking at the card now, you can see there that that woman is you. And the very first thing that I'm drawn to in the card is the shells. And there are shells kind of all through the card, really. There is shells kind of most prominently right at her throat chakra, right at that point of expression, and then at the tops of the cards as well. So really, the whole card is holding that energy of the shell. And a shell in Oracle cards means that hidden treasures are being revealed. So your message, your voice, that's the hidden treasure here. And really, Spirit is giving you that guidance of this is a time to allow that treasure that is you to be revealed. So you hold it close to your heart. That's why it's almost floating there in between your throat chakra and your heart chakra. You hold your beliefs and your ideas so close to your heart because they're so precious to you. But now is the time to start opening that to the world, to your community, and really start expressing those beliefs. And the guidance that's being offered here is really about connecting in with a deeper wisdom, that you're not alone in this. So when I think of a spiral, and that shell, the kind of the nautilus shell there that's in the card, really the spiral is so prominent. And a couple of things come up for me there. A spiral to me signifies cycles in our life, and it also very deeply signifies the divine feminine, kind of that idea of the maiden mother crone. Spiral is just such a gorgeous mothering energy. And I also think about that shell is ancient wisdom. So when you think about the fossils that scientists find, they find those all the time, right? Those old ancient shells that still have that spiral, and it's like it's so clear. So the guidance that's being given is when you are wanting to share what's in your heart, tap into that ancient wisdom. You are not doing this alone. There is a higher connection, right? There's a connection to source energy. There's that beautiful light right above your crown there. And then there is also that right at your heart. It's saying connect in with your ancestors, with the divine feminine, connect in with something deeper than where you'd normally go, something that is deep within you. So what's wanting to be expressed is not, you know, your everyday message. You're really wanting to express deeply at the core who you are. And the guidance is being given is that you can do that. And you can do that, and it will shine out like a light when you start allowing yourself to express what's deeply within you, your thoughts and your feelings and emotions there. Then you will illuminate and you will inspire. So there's light all throughout the cards. There's light right there at your throat chakra, and there's light from source above and kind of almost shining all through the card. And what really came through there for me is when you allow yourself to start speaking your deeper truth and calling on that wisdom that really is within you, it will illuminate your communication, illuminate your words, and so much so that it's like your whole being is just filled with light and glowing. And it looks, honestly to me, it looks like you are just decorated all over with diamonds. You are shining like a diamond when you start expressing that deeper wisdom. And think about a diamond. A diamond is really, it's a symbol of strength, right? Diamonds are incredibly strong, and they're also so valuable and precious. So when you are expressing your deeper wisdom inside and allowing that to come forth and shine a light, then it's really saying you're honoring your own value there. And you are sharing of your precious self, of your thoughts, and you are allowing that light from within you to be reflected on others. Because when you think about almost, if you shake your diamond ring in the light, you know how it sparkles all over on everybody. That's how I see this, is that when you're expressing yourself to others, your light is touching them. It is just sparkling all over and illuminating and inspiring others. So that is really the guidance that's being given and how you can move forward. So when you start to just really let your feelings and your truth come forward from you, the way that that will affect this week and you can move forward in a greater capacity this week is self-belief. So self-belief is really what you will gain when you start expressing what's inside. And the first thing that I notice in this card there with you as the woman is right around her arm, almost in like an arm bracelet there. It looks like a snake. And that signifies what you've been doing. So a snake, it goes through the cycles, and as it grows, it sheds its skin and it becomes anew. So when you take those first brave steps forward, that find your heart-centered courage and take those brave steps forward of sharing of yourself and what's in your heart, that is when you are shedding your skin like the snake and not being born anew, but being just a new version of you. You've grown. You are a different version and you have all new skin. So they want you to know, Spirit is really pointing out the 4 elements in this card. It is a natural part of you. So when you can get to this place of just starting to speak your truth and share little bits, it will start to feel more and more comfortable. It will start to feel more and more like a natural part of you. So those 4 elements there in the card, they're really showing that this will become a natural part of you with practice. This is, again, with that cycle, you would just shed your skin like a snake and you're growing. This is part of your growth. This is not just one day you're going to be filled with that self-confidence and that self-belief. This is the cycles of little bits, day by day. You're growing and you're sharing. and you're tapping into those 4 elements. So you've got the wind or the air just swirling above you, and that gives you the movement to go forward. It's almost like the wind at your back, just kind of gently encouraging you forward. And you've got the water behind you, and so water is always like your emotions, and it's saying let that be behind you, let that carry you forward by expressing those emotions, expressing those feelings. That is a natural part of you. And you've got the earth. That woman in the card, you are so grounded in the earth. You can tell just by the way she's standing. She is grounded in all the earth beneath her and surrounding her. And most of all, right now, what you're tapping into is your fire, your inner fire. So if you look at the volcano in the card there is fire, lava coming forth from that. And it almost looks like it leads right to your belly area. And your belly is where you've got your 2nd and 3rd chakras. So light the fire in your belly. And the 2nd chakra is really expressing your needs, expressing what matters to you. And the 3rd chakra is all about that determination and that confidence. And so that's what it's saying there. This becomes a natural part of you more and more when you just speak your truth and share a little more of yourself and shine your light on others a little more every day. It lights a fire in your belly, and that will really cause you to just enter a whole new period of new growth. Because if you look there in the card, the woman, you are holding a seedling, right? You can even see its little roots in her hand, and it's just starting to grow. And that seedling is new life, new potential. So you are paving your own way for new potential when you share of yourself and really let that fire in your belly come forth into expression and confidence and self-belief. And really what I love, kind of just a beautiful culmination of guidance there, is that seedling, when it starts to grow, the flower there, to me, it just looks like a sun, and it is right at your heart. And a sun is all about radiating authenticity. So it's saying the new potential, the new growth that you are creating just from speaking your mind, speaking your truth more and more, is that you are allowing others to radiate in your authenticity. It's like it's shining out from your heart, and it is touching others with the warmth. Think of the warmth from the sun, and the sun gives life through its warmth to all the plants. And so it says keep radiating, keep shining out your heart light and touching others and being authentically you, because those words, the more and more you speak, they're just coming from your heart. It's just you speaking your heart, and they want you to know it's just growing. It's growing more and more. Again, don't feel any pressures or need for this all to happen overnight. They're just saying this is just what's coming through now. That new potential is a practice. It is something that you will touch on daily. And this is starting now, but this is carrying forward really into your whole path. So that is this week's guidance for you. And I would love to know how this message resonated with you. If you want to leave a comment and just let me know, how does it feel to even be guided by Spirit to really start tapping into that heart-centered courage and expressing your feelings and allowing that new potential to come forward? Does that make you excited, or does that make you a little nervous or unsure? So let's actually do our tapping on that. That is what I'm feeling called to do, is wanting to follow the guidance, but feeling a little bit unsure still, not quite fully ready to jump forward in that sharing of yourself authentically. So tapping with me through the points, if you will. I see that future. I see that future in front of me. And I know I'm being guided. I know I'm being guided on how to move forward. But I'm conflicted. Because when I look at that future vision, I want that with all of my heart. Oh my gosh, I just want to be there now. I can see myself fully in that future. But I can't see how to get from here to there. I want it to be once and done. I want it to be one step. And I'm being told that I'm just starting. That the steps I'm taking now are paving the way. And it makes me a little impatient. I honestly just want it all now. And to add to that pressure of having to wait, I'm being told that the first step is sharing of myself. The first step is speaking my truth and expressing my feelings. And I have to admit, that really kind of freaks me out. Isn't there another way? Can't I do this from behind the scenes? Can't I just keep my brilliance quiet? Because sharing in that way radiating authenticity, I feel that within me, but I don't know if I want to share that. I don't know how I'd be received. I'm okay sharing a little bit, but letting it all hang out? I just don't know. So what do I feel like? You know what? I feel like that future matters enough. I feel like that mission, that my calling, it's important enough for me to try. And Spirit did say, I don't have to do it all at once. I can do it a little bit at a time. I can share just a little bit of me today. And a little more tomorrow. And if I get in touch with my heart, if I connect to that deeper wisdom, to my deeper why, it takes a little bit of the fear away. And it makes it easier to be open and to allow my light to shine. Thinking about it that way, I do feel different. I do feel like, yeah, I could do this. I can share my truth. And I can allow that truth to be my strength. And to touch others with my light. That fills me with joy. That makes me okay with letting people see me, with being authentically me. I feel really good. I can see how that is part of my path. Every day, I am committing to tapping into that fire inside and connecting to the deeper wisdom that is ready to be expressed, and letting my truth light my way. And just take a deep breath and just kind of let those feelings wash over you. Those feelings of a newfound strength and a joy in a deeper connection, and feeling inspired to follow your fire, to allow that fire in your belly to just light your way and let this become a natural part of you. So I am so honored to be a part of your journey as you share authentically, and I am so grateful that you are also a part of my journey. So thank you. And until next week, I'll be tapping with you again soon. This is Nikki Diaz of The Wealthy Woman Within. Bye for now.